moving on to Fort Knox, right? I mean, Donald Trump's like, there's all this fraud. Elon's like, okay, so, the U.S. is supposed to be the biggest holder of gold. I want to know where it is. I want to see it. And he's joined in this effort by Ron Paul and son, Senator Rand Paul. Listen to Rand.
Well, I've been trying to go down and see the gold, make sure it's all there for about 10 years. During the first Trump administration, I got permission. You have to get permission all the way up to the Secretary of Treasury. And then the Secretary of Treasury said, well, I want to go down there too. And then he said, I want to go down there when the eclipse is coming through Kentucky too, so I can see the eclipse and the gold at the same time. But they came when I wasn't there. So I tried for 10 years. I set up the appointment. And then because they wanted to see the eclipse, they changed the appointment. I didn't get to go down. But the Secretary of Treasury and the senior senator from Kentucky did go down and attest that they believe they saw the gold down there.
So what do you think the problem is?
I think some of them may not think it needs to be audited all the time, but I think the more sunlight, the better, more transparency, the better. Yeah. And also it brings attention to the fact that gold still has value, and implicitly, not explicitly, but implicitly, gold still gives value to the dollar. Yeah. That's why we don't get rid of it. We've got it. The IMF has it. The World Bank has it. Most of the central banks around the world have gold, and it's an implicit trust that the dollar still has some backing.
Very true. By the way, I love gold. You guys know that. $425 billion in gold at Fort Knox. And he's like, hey, let's audit it. Let's make sure it's really there. When we see all this money going all over the world, we just want to make sure that we got what we got. And nobody's checked this in years and years and years and years. Nobody's actually audited it. So this is important too, right? It's all in the name of transparency. You got $525 billion, nearly $500 billion there at Fort Knox. We ought to know about it. And this seems like a logical time for me to plug one of our great show sponsors on here, right? We actually have the head of American Heart for Gold coming on the show this Thursday. So I'm going to ask him about Fort Knox. I mean, this is amazing. By the way, gold's been going way up. So it's been a very good investment, shall we say. Very, very good investment. Right now, you can get up to $15,000 in free silver if you use my name. Use my name, go to trishlovesgold.com, make sure you use my name, or just text right now, get out your little phone and go 65532 and text my name, Trish, to 65532. You can call them at 1-844-495-1115. Again, 1-844-495-1115. If you own this stuff yourself, you really know that you got it, right? And there's some benefit in that, shall we say. And they offer those different options for you guys. So check it out. Again, silver often moves in tandem, if you would, with gold. And I just want to actually check gold prices today because I was so busy with all this news. I'm usually in it and watching gold every single day because if it ever goes below a certain amount, I try and buy it. But oh my gosh, wow, okay, it's at nearly $3,000 an ounce. Wow, 2,954. I had not seen that. I'm very glad I have the gold I have, shall we say. Very, very glad. Again, Elon wants to make sure that we all in the United States of America have the gold we think we have. Call my friends if you're interested. 65532. You can text my name, Trish, to 65532. Unbelievable stuff. Also, if you're interested in gold, we talk about gold a lot at 76 Research. I'm going to give you that as well. Use code word dollar so you can get the 76 report for just $1 a month for the first 2 months, and it goes to $9.95. But great information in there for you, and a lot of stocks as well that we talk about. So I encourage you guys to do that. Wow. I mean, that's a big deal. $2,954 an ounce, you guys.